Hey, how's it going, guys? Alright, so Ollama just released the Windows preview, and I was trying out the Ollama server on my Windows PC, and it turns out to be pretty good. So I thought I would share this video on how to get started on Windows PC for your Python development. Now, this is going to be a relatively pretty quick video, just because they make the setup extremely easy. So first, you want to go to ollama.com. On the home page, you are going to see the download button. Now click on download. Now previously on Windows, I've been using Docker's container to run a variety of Ollama models. But with Windows, the Ollama server is constantly running on your PC unless you shut it down. Alright, so here go ahead and click on download for Windows. Right now the software is still in the preview version, but it's pretty close to production. So simply download the executable file. And here I already download the executable file. So let me go into my download folder. Alright, so simply double click to launch the installation process. Follow to the instruction. It should be finished pretty quickly. Now once you install the Ollama software, if you go to your Windows icon, I don't know if you can see it, but here, if the Ollama server is running, then it's going to display the icon. Now if I click on the Ollama icon, you're going to see two options. You can either create the Ollama server, or you can view the logs. Now launch your terminal, and to make sure that you have successfully installed Ollama, you can simply type Ollama, then that should display all the commands. Now if we need to run a model or to download a model, so simply go to ollama.com and click on models. Now Microsoft just released a relatively small model called Phi. It's a 2.7 billion language model by Microsoft Research. And this is the model that I've been using. It was able to complete all my tasks just fine. But if you want something more powerful, then you can install the Llama 2 model. So here we have three different model versions, 7B, 13B, 70B. So the B represent billion, means that that basically represent the model size. Now if you need to download the model, you can simply type Ollama pull followed by the model name. Now here doesn't specify how to install the specific version. So let's say if you want to download the 7 billion model, Llama 2 model. So simply type the model name, Llama 2, colon, followed by the version. In this case, let's say I want to download the 7 billion version model. I can simply type 7B and enter. And that's going to pull the manifest, and it's going to download the model file, which is the training data file. Now it's about 3.8 gigabytes for the file size. I'm going to cancel the installation. And here if I run Ollama list, it's going to list all the models that I currently have available on my PC. Now to use the models for Python script development, so first I need to install the Python Ollama's SDK. And you can install the library by running the command pip install Ollama. Now because the Ollama server is running directly on your PC, so that means that you can directly access the model or any model that you install. So here, for example, here I create a function called run model, and this function takes three parameters. So two required parameter, model ID, pong, and string. And from the Ollama module, there's a function called generate. So this is a little bit different from the check completion method or function. So the generate method will simply take the input and return the output. So here I'm setting my model ID to Phi. And here's the prompt that I want to send to the Phi model. Then I can run the run model function, and I'll provide the model ID and the prompt. Now let me go ahead and run the script. Now because my PC has a relatively outdated GPU. So if you are using a newer computer or newer laptop, then it's going to be much quicker for the model to generate a response. Let's take a look. All right, so here's the output. Now here's the response coming from the response key. So from the generate method, the response object is actually a dictionary. Now we can extract the content of the response from the response key. Now there are other keys that I did not show, which you can probably check out yourself. Anyway, so here's the response that explains what is antibiotics. And here's the total duration that it took to create the response. But like I said before, I'm using a relatively outdated PC, so that's why it took about a little bit more than 3 minutes to generate this response. But if I'm using a newer PC, then it might take maybe like 40 seconds, half minutes. It really depends. And one last thing, let me show you the app that I'll be showing in a future tutorial. So I put together a demo app. Oh, this is basically a draft, but it's pretty close to a production-ready desktop application. Now, using this desktop application, we'll be able to build a variety of tools to work with different AI models. So here I can choose different models, and we can insert different widgets or different controls, and we can have file menus to save the response or connect to a database and so on. So this is going to be everything I'm going to share in this tutorial, and hopefully you guys find this video useful. And if you enjoyed this video, please don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel. I'll see you guys in the next video.